The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Hello, all MS 129 students. It's your principal here, Mr. Reyes. Just want to welcome everybody to our new school year. So happy to see you all coming in. Very excited about this school year. I know things are going to be very, very different for the beginning of the year. So what I want to do is to kind of point out how your typical day may be when you're coming into the building. So first thing we want to remember is that we always have our mask and that we're wearing our mask, especially when we're around other people. Make sure your mask is over your nose and covering your mouth, and then you're fine. Another thing I want us to remember is to make sure we have 6 feet of distance between us and our friends. So if you look here, we have red X's on the ground. You'll be lining up here in the morning. You should have about this much space between each other when you're talking or when you're with each other. All right, my little kings and queens, when you come into school, we are going to be using exit 2 as our entrance and our exit. So if you look over here, this is the door you're going to be coming through. The one that says entrance only. You will not be using the other door to come in. You will only be using this door. You will line up right over here by the gate using the red X's for social distancing. So you guys will line up right along this gate. Make sure you have 6 feet of space in between each other. You'll just line up here at 8:30 a.m. Try to get here as close to 8:30 as possible. So you line up here, a staff member will be waiting for you there and they will let you know when to come in. When it's time to come in, make sure you have your mask on and you just walk in the building. Once you're in the building, you'll see signs posted. Social distancing required. You see you need to have your mask on and be 6 feet apart. You're going to stay to the right. When you get to this point here, somebody will be waiting if you want breakfast. You can grab your breakfast here and just proceed to go up to your class. Always stay to your right, always 6 feet apart, always with your mask on. And you go up on the right side of the staircase. So I'll be coming up the steps, you'll be coming up the steps, and you'll either stop on the 3rd or the 4th floor, depending on where your class is. You'll walk, you'll still be maintaining social distance until you get to your floor. Alright, so now I've reached the 4th floor. My class is on the 4th floor. On the floor you will see different signs. This one says one way, please, for social distancing. So that means I have to stay on the right side of the hallway when I'm walking. So I walk on the right side of the hallway. Now let's say for instance my class is here. I just simply walk over to this side and I'll wait lining up here. Anybody who lines up behind me should have 6 feet of social distancing. Now I'm going to enter my class when my teacher tells me to. Let's say my teacher tells me to enter the class, I will enter the classroom. This may be my seat that's assigned. I'll make sure to try not to move the desk because we have markers and they're 6 feet apart. Here I can take my book bag off, hang it on the back of my chair. If I want to take my jacket off, that's fine. Put it on the back of my chair. And then I just have a seat in my beautiful new desk. And I wait for my teacher to tell me anything next that needs to come. So during the course of the day, you will be having lunch, but this will be a little different this year. Lunch will be in your classroom. It will be delivered to the class and then you will be distributed to your class. You will have lunch at your desk while you're still doing some work in school. At this time when you're having lunch, you'll be able to remove your mask so you can have your lunch and eat. You most likely will have an iPad with you where you'll be doing some iReady work while you're eating. If you need to get up, you raise your hand, ask your teacher if you need to wash your hands. You would just go to the sink in the back. Make sure when you get up, whenever you're moving around, that you do not forget to put your mask on. So if I'm gonna get up, I mask up, I have permission, I'm gonna go to the sink. If I need to wash my hands, I wash my hands over here. Just return back to my desk. Continue to eat my lunch and do my work. Take my mask off because I'm eating right now. And I can also, when allowed, have conversations if the teacher says. Always make sure to wear your mask when you are not eating. Okay, now at some point in the day, you may want to go to the restroom. You have second period as well as your lunch period that the bathroom will be open. So I'm staying on the side of the hallway where the arrows are pointing, which is on the right side of where I'm walking. There'll be a school aide at the door who would write your name and the time that you have had to use the restroom. After they get all that information, I would just go in the restroom. There will only be 3 people allowed in the restroom at one given time. When you go inside, some urinals or toilets may be blocked off. Only use the ones that are available. All right, guys. So throughout the day, whenever you're in the hallway, you'll see different signs up. This one says cover your cough. So if you're coughing, you definitely want to make sure you have your mask on, but always cough or sneeze into your sleeve so that it's not spreading any germs throughout the building. Anything that you use, tissues, papers that are garbage, make sure that you toss them in the garbage, and always wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. All right, so now it's time for dismissal. The end of the day has come. I've had a great day of learning. My teacher will let us know when it's time to get ready to be dismissed. He or she lets me know. I start getting ready. Make sure I stand up and try to keep the space between me and my classmates. If I have to put my stuff on, I'm trying to stay within my space. I'm not all over the place. Put on my jacket. My book bag on, make sure I push my chair in. I want to make sure that my desk is lined up with the tape that's on the ground so that I know that I'm 6 feet apart from everybody else. And then I'm standing waiting for my teacher's directions. At this point, she may tell me, all right, guys, you are dismissed. Go line up in the hallway. I go to line up. I may line up here depending on the teacher. At this point, she is going to dismiss my class. I go down the same staircase that I came up, which is staircase C. We are not using any other staircases but staircase C. I then proceed to go down. I follow the arrows on the ground. Remember, I'm always staying to the right. Always stay to your right, even when going down the steps. Maintain 6 feet, so we're not on top of one another. We have our mask on still. And then I just simply stay to my right and go all the way downstairs. All right, so now I'm exiting the building. I had a great day of learning with my teachers. I'm always staying to my right. Exit 2 is my exit. I use the door that says exit only. It will be open. And then I just leave the building through this door. All right, remember everyone, that school starts at 8:30. So you want to get here as close as possible to 8:30. You will not be lining up in the yard. You will be lining up in the front of the school by exit 2. You can't come inside the building until 8:30, so it's better if you get here closer to 8:30. School ends approximately around 2 o'clock, so you're here from 8:30, so about 2 o'clock, and you are having your lunch in your classroom. If you want to bring your own lunch, that's fine. Lunch and breakfast will also be provided for you.